How you doing? Welcome to another episode of the Godfather Part 2 Minute. With me, Alex Robinson.
And with me, Andy Robinson.
And together we're going to talk about minute 61 of the Godfather Part 2.
61, Alex. Repeat after me.
Okay.
Minuto.
Numero.
61.
61.
You got it.
I like it.
You're sounding good.
I like the 60s
You're
so
ready.
far. I like the swinging 60s Sicilian. So
61.
Santuno.
Uh-huh.
Well,
not Santino.
Not Santino.
No, 61.
Minute number 61 starts off with Mikey is traveling by train while he pops some pills.
Oh.
He and his silent bodyguard then get in a car where they are guided by Hyman Roth's Sicilian messenger boy, Johnny Ola.
Yeah. Hey, it's Johnny.
Does he say messenger boy or Sicilian messenger Johnny Ola? Couldn't decide if messenger boy was in there. Messenger boy is definitely more degrading.
I think he's messenger boy. I don't think he would have just stopped at messenger.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe though. Huh. We'll have to go back and listen. Oh, no, we haven't gotten there yet.
Really? I thought that happened.
Oh, we did. Yeah.
That was earlier in the...
Yeah, that's when Frankie Five is... giving his ranting to Michael about how he wants to run his family.
And he bows and leaves.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I can't wait till Frankie comes back. Well, this minute is kind of the first time we get to see Mikey's bodyguard, who kind of is his companion throughout his Cuban adventure.
New bodyguard.
Miami and...
Al's been promoted. He's no longer his bodyguard.
He's a capo regime now, I guess.
And now
and
this
same
guy.
thing with
Rocco? Rocco has his own crew,
Rocco
too.
Lampone. Are now both capos, so we got to... so this character was apparently his name was Buscetta. I don't think we ever hear his name spoken. And I don't think he even speaks in the whole movie.
He doesn't.
He...
very ominous character.
According to the Godfather Minute Wiki, he is one of a number of native Sicilians that the Corleones brought in their later days. Wonder why that is. What do you think the advantage is to going with native Sicilians as opposed to homegrown?
I mean, maybe as a bodyguard, because he's his bodyguard, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, he seems to do more than that, though. He pours water for him.
Well, that was another question I was going to ask you: does pouring water and that stuff fall under the bodyguard purview?
It seems like it's a little more than bodyguard.
He's like a bodyguard and kind of like butler,
like a personal assistant.
Yeah.
Because
then he just sits there and seemingly watches Mikey eat.
Yeah.
He doesn't eat himself.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I know in The Sopranos, they had brought over someone from Italy, right? That one character who had the ponytail.
Yeah, it was almost.
And I don't remember the story, why they did that. So that they just needed... Maybe he had already come, and so he was already connected, so they brought him in.
The only thing I think of with the Corleones is that they're kind of... Because they're not... I was going to say because they're trying to get out of the crime end of it. Like they don't have the sort of farm system they used to have when they were in New York, where people would grow up in a neighborhood. And like Paulie was someone who would, since he was a kid, always wanted to be a gangster and was kind of like groomed for that. But now that they're maybe not doing that as much, they need to we'll just get guys right from Sicily who won't have the kind of expectation of we almost do. It seems like they don't want local guys to like continue that legacy of local American criminals being a part of it, because then the day will come and we're like, well, all right, guys, well, we're now only hiring lawyers. I think I hear Barzini's hiring. Which is, I guess, kind of what happens in GF3 where Michaels wants to get out and he tries to pay everyone off to get out of it and stuff. And
it's wild.
Yeah. And also I was wondering if maybe this guy doesn't speak English.
Yeah.
So that can be good in a situation where if you're doing dealings with Hyman Roth, if you have someone there who's your bodyguard, but also doesn't understand anything that's going on, so they can't say, they can't either conspire against you, or they can't tell what's going on to other people.
Now you're thinking like Pop thought, right?
You're like those around you.
Yeah. That's great. Yeah, it makes sense. It is amazing how many people are privy to things that are going on, like all the consiglieres know what's going on.
Right.
The capos know what's going on.
Well,
I guess that's what Michael said to Tom Hagen earlier in this movie. He said, you've got to, like, all of our people are businessmen.
Right.
And so you've got to just always be thinking about how they're, like, what's in their best interest.
Their bottom line.
Anticipate that. Yeah. Damn, I think you got what it takes.
I didn't want to say anything. I was waiting until now, but I've actually been the head of a crime family for like 6 years. That's why we moved out here to Portland, because we're trying to go legitimate after all those years in New York. So,
and you purposely kept me out?
There are things going on that, let's just say that between men and women for thousands of years that...
Is it true, Alex?
Don't ask me about my
Is
business.
it true?
The gangster, the bodyguard, is played by a gentleman. Was played. He is deceased now. Amerigo Tot, T-O-T. He is Hungarian Italian sculptor.
Oh wow!
Who's done a handful of movies in addition to being a sculptor.
Yeah.
Prior to being in GF2, his last movie was called Pulp, in which he co-starred with the Turk himself, Al Lettieri, was one of the main characters in Pulp. So now he is now working for.
So the Turk and Tote were in Pulp.
Turk and Tote were totally in Pulp.
Yeah.
Yeah, seems kind of old for bodyguard.
So was he you said an Italian-Hungarian?
An Italian-Hungarian sculptor.
So was he not from America? Not only was the character flown in, but was the actor from abroad?
It sounds like he lives, in Europe.
Oh, okay.
And this was just kind of like a thing.
Yeah.
So that's got to be a nice gig, is to have your own thing going on, but then every now and then get to be in big movies.
Yeah.
You know?
We have a friend who does voice coaching in Hollywood, like accents and all that kind of stuff. And it's fascinating. She gets flown out to different locations in Europe, or she went to Alabama recently because some movie was getting filmed down there, and she was coaching people on how to speak.
Yeah.
And interesting.
Yeah. Okay,
interesting gig.
To go to Europe and Alabama.
Well, it's just to point out how diverse
that's
the
true.
locations you're going to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever...
Well, Alabama is don't they call it the Southern Riviera?
It's the Europe of the South.
Yeah, but is it the Southern... No, the Southern Riviera. What do they call that Louisiana, Alabama stretch along the Gulf? Oh, the Redneck Riviera.
Redneck Riviera.
That's right, yeah.
We are not saying this, of course. Nothing but love for the people in that region.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the South.
Yeah.
So you were about to say this is kind of old for a bodyguard.
Yeah.
Well, on the older side.
I mean, I personally, I guess if I was going with a bodyguard, I would kind of go for, I don't know, maybe someone in their 30s.
Yeah, at the peak of their athleticism.
They're still athletic, but they're also experienced enough to kind of know what. You don't want to have some new guy who doesn't know what to look for. You want to have someone with a little bit of so
be able to beat you to the punch. Now, does he look older than mid 30s, or is this guy? I mean, he does to me, but people looked older back then.
I guess so, but I mean, he has like a head of gray hair. So like,
oh, you think he's like in his 50s?
I would even think. I mean, we could look it up how old the actor was, but
oh gosh. Oh, we'll ask him. We'll answer next time.
Yeah, he's in the rest of the movie, so we'll be able. We'll have an excuse to look.
Wow.
But
yeah, I agree with you. I'd want someone a little younger.
Yeah, not to be ageist,
but you don't want to also be too young where they're hot shots.
That's what I mean. You want someone you
want some wisdom there.
You want Al Neri.
Someone who's going to dress like a cop, knows how to pour a good drink.
He's just coming here and you're dressed like a cop.
Al, can you go back to your old job?
So, and this is also a character. I don't know. I was going to say this is a character that I would digitally put into GF1, but it doesn't make sense because they specifically got him from Sicily. Maybe have him in the Sicily scenes. A young.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think this is is it not Fabrizio, but the other guy?
Do you think he's one of Don Montebello's?
Yeah, is this the other guy who didn't portray Mikey in Sicily?
Oh, Carlo.
Yeah,
No,
Carlo?
Carlo. He was the other one.
So
he was the other one eating lunch at the very scene right before Apollonia died.
Right.
In that shed. Gosh, I don't know. I wonder if he could just be another crew member from who's the Vito's friend? Where Michael stays.
Bonacera?
No, in Sicily.
Bonacera did say, "Be my friend."
So. Yeah, he did. It's Bonacera. It was all beefed up.
Pulls off his mask. So we see the bodyguard pouring water, and I guess he's not so much strictly a bodyguard as just kind of like a manservant.
Yeah. What else do you think he does?
Do you think he does turn down service for the bed, and does he unpack Mikey's clothes and stuff?
Maybe
he's like a valet.
I think a personal assistant, probably the equivalent of your modern personal assistant, but he doesn't speak English, so he might not speak English.
Yeah, so probably not he probably doesn't do airline reservations for him or anything. But.
Yeah, he's always flying him to the wrong place.
Always going to either Hungary or Italy.
Yeah. I thought you wanted to go to Miami, Ohio.
So the bodyguard. He does other duties. Although interestingly, when we see them driving, he doesn't drive.
I noticed that too. Mikey's driving in this next little scene following Johnny Ola. I think it's because he doesn't trust him yet. Is it that
he doesn't trust him? I mean, he might not have an American driver's license, so he doesn't want to.
And does he drive in Cuba later?
I don't know.
No, I think it's a Cuban driver, and they're both. Mikey's in the back, and the bodyguard's in the shotgun seat. Because he leans back. And
good choice of words.
Yeah.
So anyway,
what else you got?
Well, we see Mikey popping pills.
Yeah, what do you think?
I think it's strange because it
could be vitamins. We don't know what they are.
It could be.
Yeah.
But it's weird because it's like someone coughing. You don't see someone cough in a movie unless they're gonna be sick.
Yeah,
you know
I think
what I mean?
You're right. Yeah.
So it's weird that we see a scene of him taking pills. But at no point does it pay off, we find out. Unless I was wondering, are they glucose tablets? Is he managing his diabetes, which we'll see flare up in GF3?
Yeah.
Is this a setting the stage for that? Because that's the only health crisis we see him face in the movies. So
yeah, there might be.
Maybe it's glucose tablets. Or what else do you think it is? Aspirin or speed or...
Yeah, it could be aspirin. He's under a lot of stress. Al Pacino... not too long ago did an interview, and he was reflecting back on Michael and GF2, and he said that Michael is depressed the whole movie. And you look at him, his affect is just totally flat.
It's true.
Shows very little emotion.
Yeah.
And it really aligns with his character, the cool, calm, strategic, methodical, crime family boss.
Huh.
But when you look at it through that lens, he kind of does. Even when Senator Geary's berating him, he's just kind of just listening, and he's engaging and he's interacting, but he's not really responding emotionally at all.
Well,
which is signs of depression.
He must be very frustrated because he had this plan. First of all, he obviously threw his life away to take over the family business, and it doesn't seem to be going as smoothly as he promised Kay it would.
Yeah.
5 years ago he said they'd be completely legitimate, and then not only now is he not completely legitimate, but clearly Kay is ready to leave him, and his life's a shambles.
Yeah.
His Fredo doesn't speak to him anymore.
Well, he can't even pal around with Mo Green.
He can't even buy him out. His credit's no good.
He's running out of people to kill.
He runs around with men who treat him like a whore.
Oh, that's right. Connie's on the loose.
Connie is angry at him too.
Yeah. Connie's kids are a mess. right? He had to bail him out.
Picked up for a petty theft.
You got a bodyguard, doesn't even speak English, flies you all around the world to places you don't mean to go to. Because I need money.
Poor Mikey.
Yeah.
So you think it's some kind of pet? You think it's some kind of antidepressant? Well, they didn't really have those back in the.
Yeah, they didn't even have those. I'm going to say it's aspirin. I'm going to keep it cool.
All right.
He's just going aspirin. He's like, oh, Simon Roth guy, what a headache.
Probably something embarrassing like stool softener, or
Viagra. He's going to Havana.
No, right first he's going to Miami right now.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he doesn't go to Havana left. Yeah, he's like, oh no, I took my Viagra already. I thought we were going to Havana.
He's like, I thought we were going to Havana.
Going to Hyman Roth.
Oh, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
Small potatoes.
No wonder he turns up the volume on the TV. Michael, you're bigger than U.S. Steel. Wait. Before we move on.
Yes.
What drug,
more dick jokes to do.
What drug would you take before the big meeting with Hyman Roth?
What would you do? What would you do? What would you do?
Huh. I think I would take probably some kind of like a downer, like either like a Xanax or Ambien or something like that. So I would just appear so I was blasé and so not caring what happened.
Yeah, interesting. So he wouldn't be able to read your tells.
Yeah,
because you'd already be so just artificially mellow.
Yeah, or now I'm thinking, should I do that or should I just make him think I'm all sedated and you know what I mean? Like I would just be like, like he would think I was on heavy. He would think I was on, goofballs.
I saw Law and Order once, where there was a guy playing poker, and he purposely took some amphetamine pills, so that he would like be sweating when he. So it basically would disguise his tells.
Yeah.
Because he would be sweating and jittery, and so no one would really be able to tell if people would misread that he was bluffing when he really wasn't. I think it did in this episode of Law and Order. Don't try that at home.
Because I would think that the side effects would be worse than the.
Oh, he lost all his money.
but everyone still thought he was nervous.
Yeah. That's no one could tell him when he was bluffing. He was just all in from the first hand.
He just got one card. He's like, I don't care, I'm all in. Yeah, so I guess it would, because I would imagine you'd make a lot more bad decisions that weren't involved people thinking that you were nervous.
I mean, all the kids are taking amphetamines now in college to study and do well on tests.
Yeah, I guess so.
Ritalin.
But I guess it seems like if you're taking enough where you're getting all sweaty, and that would be like I feel like the college kids probably aren't doing that. They're probably not that wired on.
I mean, it depends where you go to college. You're going to college in Miami. You don't want to get all sweaty because it's already really humid there.
Oh no, I don't go to college to get sweaty. I go to college to get stupid.
What, did you go to college to get sweaty?
You get sweat all over your Ivy League suit.
Next thing you know, bam, you're sweating all over your Ivy League suit.
Next thing you know, spritz all over your nice suit.
That'd be great if Michael takes some Ritalin before the meeting with Hyman Roth. He meant to take it downer, but he took Ritalin. Oh, because his bodyguard doesn't speak English.
Bodyguard just keeps giving him pills.
And then he's with Hyman Roth. He's all sweaty in Hyman Roth's house. Because, they also are always dressed so formally down there.
Yeah, it's true.
There's not a lot of air conditioning. Michael, are you okay?
It reminds me of apparently when they were filming The Big Lebowski, Jeff Bridges, like before each scene would ask the Coen brothers, like, okay, like, when did I smoke weed? When did the dude smoke weed? Did I just smoke weed, or did I smoke weed a while ago? So that he would do his performance based on that. So maybe Al Pacino's like a similar thing. He's like, am I on speed? Am I on cocaine? What am I on?
Am I popping Viagra? Am I bigger than U.S. Steel? Hoo-ha.
Hey, we got to talk about a movie we watched called And Justice for All.
Yes.
Should we do a little sidebar here about it while we're stopped?
No, let's kick it to the end.
Okay.
Let's finish up with the minute. But just a little teaser. That is a movie Alex and I watched last night.
And
it's the only other movie that Lee Strasberg was in.
Strasberg's in 2 movies, Godfather 2 and Justice for All.
Yeah. So hey, if you're not a financial supporter, go to godfatherminute.com/support. And for just $1 a show, you get to listen to the entire episode. So we will talk about that later in the episode.
Yeah.
What else you got for this minute, Alex?
Well, when we see them driving around at the end of the minute, we see...
Yeah, what building is that?
Well,
because after he's on the train, it cuts to this pretty monumental-looking building. Johnny Old is driving in the first car. Mikey and the bodyguard driving in the second car. What is that?
First, I thought it was Hyman Roth's apartment complex.
Oh.
But it is not. It is at least adjoining Hialeah Park, which is a famous racetrack in Miami, Florida.
Okay.
At the very end of the minute, you can see a statue of a horse.
Oh.
And
cartoon.
Well, that's what I thought. I thought always like a reference to a cartoon, but this is not placed there by this is the real statue that is there of a real racehorse named Citation.
Oh, okay.
And Citation was the first horse ever to win $1 million in gambling.
Wow.
It was the 8th winner of the Triple Crown in he raced from 1947 to 1951.
Wow. A lot of money in that glue
factory. He won 16 consecutive stakes.
Wow. Cool.
And he lived from 1945 to 1970.
Whoa.
So it's kind of weird.
It's kind of long for a horse.
Yeah, it's a good question. I don't know how long horses live. We'll answer.
Yeah, okay.
But I wonder if chronologically it doesn't make sense for this because he only raced for 4 years. He raced 1947 and 1951, and this is like 1958-ish.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense then.
But the horse didn't die until 1970.
Oh.
So do they wait until the horse dies to put do you put up a statue to a horse that's still alive, or do you wait till the horse is dead to put up a statue?
You know, based on Hyman Roth's grievances of there not being a statue of Mo Green, I would think who is dead, but recently dead. Oh no, not so much.
Well, I mean, probably
I could see it going either way.
Probably 10 years.
I mean, wouldn't you want a statue while you're alive? That's the real honor.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because it's really
the horse is like, I want my statue. Yeah. I mean, I guess I was thinking it's like stamps where it, like you have to be dead to be on a U.S. postal stamp. Generally,
is that true?
Yeah, generally, no living people are allowed to be on a stamp. They have to do a special dispensation if they're going to do a living person. They has to be like voted on and stuff like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So,
interesting. That's
so I was
really
thinking
interesting.
that's
because they still have time to make a fool of themselves. And
I don't know why. I don't know why. I wonder if that is the reason why.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's like if you were allowed to put living people on it, there'd be too much of a chance of like politicians putting their own face on it, as like an advertisement or something for their campaign. I was wondering if that, because first I thought this was Hyman Roth's house, and I was wondering if that horse statue is like he sees it every day, and he's like, I can't believe they have a statue of a horse, and Mo Green does not have a statue. You know what I mean? Like it just like bugs him all the time just seeing that horse there. It's like a statue of the horse with a plaque and a signpost all right next to each other.
Oh my gosh. And that was probably put up by the Corleone Foundation just to rub it in to Hyman Roth.
The statue will be put up by the Corleone Foundation.
The signpost will be put up by the Corleone Foundation. Hey, Alex.
What's that?
I got news for you.
Oh, good news?
Kind of. The paywall is upon us.
Woohoo!
Yeah, so Alex, I'm going to need that $1 every show for you to hear the rest of the episode. But let me tell you, it's worth it. Fans agree it is worth it.
How would I give you the $1?
Well, you would go to godfatherminute.com/support and provide it there, and you get access to all, and I'm talking all of the bonus content, GF2, GF1, GF3 commentary. I'll even throw in some dancing lessons, singing lessons.
No.